Welcome to Our Energy Matters with Anthony Manna and Dena Marie.
Yes.
Aloha.
Aloha. Yes. Here I am, Anthony Manna, right in front of you on Zoom. Hola. Greetings to our Portuguese listeners and viewers on this frosty February day toward the very end of the month. And here we are coming through to greet each other and talk about ways that we are exploring who we are, our intentions, heartfelt intentions, as you say in the title of your book, Our Energy Matters, and and also our gratitude, which always comes up, especially today. We were talking on the phone about our gratitude because of nature, and that always lifts our spirits. And that's the name of your radio show, your weekly radio show, Lift Your Spirits with Dena Marie. And
on my show, we did a little chakra test from my book. So we're going to do it again today.
That's right. And it's so, I love it so much. When I first read the book, I came across the prescriptions for the chakras as I'm looking over at the book right now. People haven't seen it. It looks like this. There's crystals on there because it says Our Energy Matters, the art of crystal reading, learn how to manifest your heartfelt intentions. And I knew very, very little about how, a year and a half ago, we're coming together each time. Yeah. And this is our episode number 32. And I thought, energy, what energy? What energy is she talking about? Well, believe me, what a revelation. I got a lot of it. And it makes me really, really happy that when I lose it, I can come back into it, And then so what we do is I spend a little bit of time preparing writing a piece that introduces people to what we're after. And I have one right in front of me right now. Wah, 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 red alert. And, it's illuminating each time. I say here, for months now, I have been working on clarifying my life's intentions in the role of a seeker, guided, spirit sparked into a realm sanctioned and glorified by luminescent prescriptions for questing for what? For inter-supportive relationships. There's a lot of that in your book. For healing wounds of heart, spirit, and mind. There's a lot of that in your book. For spirit wonder, honesty, face to face, whether of the self or the other. I see that all the time when you're doing readings with people, when they've come to you and they're seeking revelation and heartfelt intention. And for wonders of self-love and loving kindness, and for a journey to find my own inner beauty. So I say, folks, do you want to join me on an excursion to bring us back into unity with ourselves and our particular divine presence? Come then, join me on Dena Marie's, that's Lady Grace's, scintillating pathway in her grace-given, celestial granted book, Our Energy Matters, the art of crystal reading, learn how to manifest your heartfelt intentions. That's a lot to deliver. You're brave. A book wherein she embraces the promise of clarity if her seekers work diligently at the source of consciousness, burnished by attentiveness to the life of the soul and the yearning to live in fullness of being fulfilled second by second, minute by minute, awake to the here and now, mindfully and compassionately. This day, here and now, I pause inspired by Lady Grace's voice, temperament, envisioned vision of an intentional life manifested by chakra wisdom. Chakra wisdom. about a year and a half ago, I would have said that and it would have meant nothing to me. I've learned so much. I invite you to listen to her respected research. Oh, this is quite a sentence. Her respected research, trained, rehearsed, and practiced guidance for the sacred path to chakra healthfulness. This is a quote from her book. The trick is to think of yourself as a musical instrument, keeping your chakras perfectly in tune with one another, creating balance and harmony. If one chakra or more are off key, it will affect the way your instrument will sound. So constant tuning of your instrument is encouraged. And that's what I think encouraged. That's what I think we're going to be talking about. An aware alchemist of soul search, Dena Marie proposes that we examine ourselves with yes or no questions to ask about our relationship with the chakras. She guides us through the 7 chakras with these yes or no questions, and then offers us prescriptions for the chakras to consider the chakras that need the most help and find something simple to jumpstart the energy centers. So let's do that right now. And
I love it when you read in my book and quote me.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it clarifies it for me, each time, because it's your voice, or as I say today, your temperament.
We're tuning up our chakras. And so in the book, we have, if people didn't have a reading, they could still do the questions and know a little bit about what blockages they have. So I came up with questions that you can say yes or no. And if it's no, that prescription is, or your homework, and you'll read the prescriptions, right?
Yeah, I'm going to read the
Okay,
prescription.
cool. So I'm going to do the root chakra first. We'll go root chakra, sacral, and we'll move up. And then Anthony will read what I believe is a prescription to help you keep your chakra open if you say no a lot. So we're going to go, if you say no, you need to tune up your chakra. The root chakra is earth, grounding, security, and self. Do you spend time outdoors? Are you satisfied with your chosen profession? Do you like your job? Do you do some type of physical activity daily, which Anthony and I are addicted to that? Is your bank account in the black 100% of the time? That's kind of security, right? Do you feel safe and secure where you live? I used to live in a house where I didn't like to go home because the neighborhood was scaring me. So that would be an issue with your root chakra.
Absolutely. So the prescriptions. For you, I like how you say this. I'm reading right from her book, by the way. Everybody can have access to this. It's on page 52, if you want to know, 52 and 53. You say, first chakra, survival. I thought that was so interesting to me. Walk in nature. You have eat meat. Well, since I'm a vegetarian and I asked you about that, you said just say eat a lot of protein. Plant a garden. Sleep in. Sit still. Pay your monthly bills early. Slow down. Hike up a mountain. Hug a tree. Feel your roots. Clean your house. Eat healthy foods and walk outside with bare feet. Do nothing. Plant a tree. Take a vacation in nature. Go bird watching and admire the animals in nature. Play the drums, do yoga, wear red, eat red foods and protein. It's so sweet. Really, take a walk in. I like the idea of walking without, in your bare feet, which you wouldn't want to do today because we're having an ice storm. But then I thought, why not? It probably wouldn't even hurt.
It's something I would do. I would
I know
definitely.
you would. They have to understand that you live on the coast, in the West, and that you dive into this ocean like it's like spring water, where everybody else will be chattering. I'm dying.
If you want to get in touch with your body, go in some freezing cold water, and all of a sudden you realize you have one. So it's a forced meditation, and it gets you out of your head. So this is what the root chakra is about: grounding, connection to your body, and the earth that we live on. How many people are living up here in front of a computer all day, every day? So we got to get our root chakra tuned up by being physical and being outdoors.
Right. And today I was listening to a philosopher early in the morning. I was listening to a philosopher who said, it's through the senses that we come to reach the soul.
Amen.
I know. I stopped shaving and I ran and got a paper and a pencil and wrote it down. I want to keep reminding myself of that each day. Okay. Take it away.
Okay, we're going to go to the sacral chakra, which is in your hip area. And it's water, fluidity, sexuality, and your relationships, the closest relationships to you. Is your body flexible? Can you stretch and not go out, out, out? That's a big one. Are you surrounded by supportive and trustworthy people? That is really important right now. Is your house a home? I love that word. No place like or home. You want to go home because that's where you can relax and renew yourself. Do you embrace change? Can you be spontaneous? Okay, are you comfortable with expressing your sexuality? For me, that's just be able to dance and be who I am and go with the flow.
So true. So real. My prescriptions, second chakra, relationships, you say here. Take a bath, sit by water, stretch, swim, move your hips, dance, feel what others feel, drink liquids, be sexual, do something spontaneous. And when you just said be sexual, by that you mean, move, dance, explore your body, look into a mirror and move, etc. I think that is so smart. Do something spontaneous, go to the ocean, join a group that you have an interest in, take a class for fun, adopt a pet, volunteer with children or the elderly, make a new friend, drive somewhere you have never been, start a group, go on a retreat with people you don't know, listen to Latin music and salsa dance. I just had a conversation with my sister. She's in her, 84, 80, and she takes Zumba every week. And she said she loves the way Latin music makes her move. Wear orange, eat orange foods, and drink liquids. Amen.
And I have to say, I had a lot of, as a hypnotherapist, I had a lot of clients that had sexual abuse from their childhood, and they were females, and they were prescribed belly dancing.
Yes.
They became in love with their bodies. They got close to each other, and there was men and women in this belly dancing troupe, and they were just it's a very beautiful sexual, you're in touch with your body and you love yourself. So that's Zumba is just another one of those. Yeah.
And I think that, when I was still in my professor role at university, I would, in the morning, I would wake and go to the gym, come back, get myself ready for the day. But in the meantime, somewhere in there, I slipped dancing in. And if anybody had seen me, they would probably thought, is this guy nuts? But I mean, I was just doing what dance teachers taught me to do. I was moving, and it felt so, I was all ready to go. Jump in my car and bring me to the next class because I was ready to teach.
And you said it, you felt, you were in touch with your body and you felt. Those are those two chakras, root and sacral. Then you're ready to go. Right? You get your body out the door feeling like that. Oh, and then we get to the solar plexus.
Okay.
That's your power chakra. That's the one right beneath your heart. And like I said, you always know that when you either feel joy or someone's kind of mad, you can sense that little, ooh, I'm going to stay away from them. That's your solar plexus. And the element is fire, energy, will, and personal power. That's what goes with that chakra. Are you full of energy throughout the day? So after you dance and you got in your car, you probably had more energy teaching than if you hadn't done those things. Or do you feel confident around people you do not know personally? I have that problem. I enjoy, meeting strangers. I love doing it. So my solar plexus are healthy. Do you finish projects to the end? That's a big one. I have so many people that think a lot and never finish things. So that means these lower chakras are in dis-ease. So you have to get the party started. That's what the solar plexus is finishing what you had an idea in the first place. Can you be assertive when necessary? That just means saying no when you want to say no. It's like what good parents do. Instead of like, oh, all right, you can have it. Not good. Yeah. Are you able to both laugh and cry spontaneously in life? And that just means it's coming up and you get to emote it instead of pushing it down and causing other dis-eases. So being the solar plexus is really you shining outside, doing the things you love to do and being joyful.
And you say here, the third chakra is all about empowerment. Laugh, skip, swing, cry, run, breathe, move your body forward, watch a fire and burn stuff. Wow. An arsonist in our midst. No, you don't mean that at all.
No.
Take up the martial arts, Tai Chi or boxing, take an aerobic class, lift weights. I love that. Ride a bike like a child again. Hit balls at the batting cage or golf range and think of issues that anger you and then let them go with each hit. Yes. Smart, smart lady. Play a competitive sport, march in a parade, wear yellow, eat yellow food and starches, eat yellow food and starches. We have to stop there now, but I mean, we'll continue this next episode, but it's just, you know, as I'm reading them, it's, you know, I'm echoing in my own consciousness that when I do some of these things that you're talking about, like, you know, lift weights or whatever. Yeah, I do that practically every other day, because every other day I do the treadmill, and it's true. It's just like, because I woke up this morning really early, like around 6:15, and I was like, grouchy grouch, you know, I was like, and then I said, no, wait a minute, I ain't doing this. I ain't doing this. Bring me to my weights. So I changed into my shorts, put on my gym top, went into my little gym that I created here, lifted weights, and even found new possibilities on the internet on my phone. So, you know, it was all very positive, and it got me off to a great start. And then I had breakfast with my partner, and it was just wonderful, you know, and here we are.
It's just a recipe for a happy, healthy, lovely life. And these things are very easy. It's very childlike. You just pick one in each chakra, and it could be wearing a carnelian for your sacral, or a tiger's eye. There's all these things you can do. And all you're doing is telling the universe that you want to be healthy. But if we live in our heads and we don't get out into our bodies, well, those chakras close down. So it's fun. It actually can be fun.
It actually can be fun. And then there's also, what I like too about the cheat sheet on the back of the book is that in each of the chakras, you relate them to crystals, you know, and that's a whole other world of yours that you've perfected, you know, and so someday we're going to get there too. But right now, let's stop because time is marching on. And the idea is that we'll do another episode with these, you know, with healing in a sense, with the yes and no questions, and also with the prescriptions. So I say, do you want to move closer to Dena Marie's wisdom? Then listen to her weekly Friday radio show, Lift Your Spirits, on 1150 AM KKNW. She hosts, and sometimes she has guests who host. Her website, dena-marie.com, because if you go there, you get a whole good range of possibilities in terms of what she does for seekers. She calls clients, seekers clients, who come there in need of healing. And also you'll be able to see some information about her outreach. My website is anthonymannabooks.com. There's an interview there in the website media section, an interview with Dena Marie, and other interviews as well. But, you know, come to the website and bring your child and your child's self, because it's I write a lot about literature, about books for kids and teens and tweens, and good lists of poetry, good lists of books, fantasy to realism, etc. So it's a world of pleasure out there. Dena Marie, bye-bye. And thank you.
Bye, Anthony. I'll see you next week.
Okay, see you next week. And thank you everybody for tuning in and staying with us for this brief time. Bye-bye, everybody.